What is going on, everybody? Almost Evil 33 here, and today I have a Battlefield Hardline gameplay commentary for you guys. That's right, you're seeing some Battlefield Hardline beta gameplay, and this is coming right off the PlayStation 4, thanks to my friend Aaron from Twitter. So thanks for the gameplay, man. I really do appreciate it. As a YouTuber, I'm just really thankful for you for generously donating that gameplay to me for this video. So thanks a lot for that. But I'm going to talk today about Battlefield Hardline, my thoughts on the beta so far, like my impressions and stuff, as well as just my thoughts on the game itself, because we can kind of see what direction EA and Visceral are starting to take this game, so I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit about that. And I figure a good place to start would be the fact that Xbox One does not have a beta to play. And I think this is a big disappointment in general, because, okay, they're alienating 1/3 of their audience, or their players, to begin with. That's not a very good start. Now, why is there no Xbox One beta? I understand that Microsoft eliminated their partnership or terminated their partnership with EA or Battlefield, whatever it is, and I get that. But does that mean that they shouldn't get a beta? I don't understand that. I mean, the fact that there's such an early beta for this game is a great thing, because now players on PS4 and PC get to test this game out, give EA and Visceral some feedback so they can kind of work with it, and they have plenty of time to make changes to this game so that come October 21st, I think is the release date, we can actually expect a very functional, playable game, unlike the debacle that was Battlefield 4's launch. And I think they don't want to do that again, so I think they made a very intelligent move to make this beta available. But why no Xbox One beta? I feel like now Xbox One players are going to be behind at launch. I feel like the Xbox One version of the game is going to be slightly inferior to the other two platforms, the next-gen platforms that is, because we didn't have a chance to give any feedback on our side of things. So is that a disappointment to me? Absolutely. And I don't understand why that is the case. Maybe there's stuff going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of. That could be very true. I don't know what could go on back there in terms of, you know, copyright, or I don't know, everything from maybe that's not fully developed yet on Xbox One. It's not at the point where they could release a beta. They're just not telling us that information, so you never know what's going on back there. But I have even lowered expectations for my specific version of the game come October, so we'll see what happens there. Now, I have some general impressions here of the game, and I've watched a lot of gameplay footage. The day that the beta came out, I was watching live stream after live stream. Obviously, I've seen all the gameplay trailers, and I've watched gameplay such as this one that people have sent me. I've just watched a lot of gameplay of this game, given I haven't played it, so I can't tell you how the controls feel or how the vehicles drive, but I can kind of give you guys at least my impressions of the game. I think that I have the ability to do that. And I think, first of all, as we all know, this game is very similar to Battlefield 4. Extremely similar. Other than the fact that there's some new game modes that I can see. We're playing Blood Money right now, which is actually a very cool idea for a game mode. I like the fact that this game is cops and robbers oriented, as we all know, and as it's very clear. I like that. I think that's a very cool idea. I understand that it's a spin-off game, and I think for a spin-off game, I think that's a good idea. I don't know why everybody's saying, oh, this should be an expansion. I think for a spin-off Battlefield game, Cops and Robbers is an excellent idea. The thing is, though, it needs to be executed correctly, and I think that is where we might have some issues. But from what I've seen, I think the game does look very fun. I can imagine having a blast with some friends playing this game together, you know, having a couple, maybe even on the other team against you, or, you know, all working together against, you know, an enemy team of randoms. I don't know. I think this game's going to be a lot of fun to play with friends, and I think it'll be a good experience if it works correctly, and I think it'll at least hold us over until Bad Company 3 or Battlefield 5 come out for our next big Battlefield game. So I'm pretty happy with it. I see that they've added some pretty cool features, like the different colored crosshairs for when you hit people, or hit markers, not crosshairs. When you hit somebody in the head, the hit markers become red. That's very cool. I like that. It's an excellent feature. I would have never even thought to include that in a game, but that is a great idea. And there's also some terrible features, such as the self-revive, which I think is probably one of the worst things they could have possibly implemented into a Battlefield game. This is not Call of Duty, and as much as I don't really mind Call of Duty, that seems to be something that they hold near and dear to their hearts over there, and I think there is no place for it in a Battlefield game, or even any game in general, and it should be eliminated from the game as quickly as possible. I do not want to see any version of that in the full release of this game. I think it needs to go. It's very selfish. There's nothing good about it. It just needs to be eliminated completely. Goodbye. So we'll see what happens with that. But as you can see, I have some good and bad features, and I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I want to keep and 5 things that I want to chuck in my next video. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be an interesting one. So I just have mixed feelings about some of the features of this game. I think overall it looks pretty good though. And do you think that this game, moving into a little different direction very quickly, do you think this game would benefit from not having the Battlefield title? I think after the debacle of a launch that was Battlefield 4, I think this game might benefit from having a different name. I mean, it's nothing like Battlefield other than the fact that the UI is pretty much exactly the same, and, you know, some of the gunplay might be a little similar. I don't think this needs to have a Battlefield name slapped onto it. I think it could be something else. And I think that might help it out. I mean, we all know that Battlefield 4 failed miserably because of its launch, the bugginess that never really got fixed. The netcode is just horrible, which I think got corrected this time around. The netcode seems to be okay from what I hear. But I think that this game may benefit from sales if they didn't call it Battlefield. It's too late now. It's just all speculation at this point. But what do you guys think about that? Would this game benefit from having a different title than Battlefield in front of it? Let me know. And can Hardline do Battlefield differently? First things first, we need a smooth launch from this title. This is a Battlefield name now. If EA screws this game up, they are in big, big financial trouble because their FPS genre, their grasp on the genre, is going to take a ridiculous hit if this game fails, because this is Battlefield now. This is your big title. Even though it's just a spin-off game, this is Battlefield. So if they screw it up badly like they did with Battlefield 4 again, they are in serious, serious doo-doo. So let's hope that they do this game right. Lastly, are there reasons to be excited for this game? Absolutely. Certain features seem really cool to me. I mean, the whole idea behind the game, being cops and robbers, is awesome to me. I mean, imagine playing this with friends, like I said before. But so far, the gameplay does seem a little bit stale, and it seems to have caused a lot of letdown. A lot of people are getting bored with it. I hope that doesn't happen in the full retail version of the game. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section about Battlefield Hardline, the beta, and EA and Visceral, everything about this game. Leave it in the comments section below. I want to get some good conversation going. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!